All right, I have some of the roofing framework cut here. I'll show you what I've done. I've got two 48-inch pieces along the side. One there and one over here. I got a 34-inch piece separating them here and up top there. I've cut four 39-inch pieces to go across and tie everything together. One there, one there. This one here will be centered where the center truss goes. And I got one across the front here. That's all going to be screwed together the way you're looking at it right there. These will give me my hanging joists in the smokehouse to hang meat. Right, that one, and I'm going to put another one across here also. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, we're going to have 4, and we're going to have 5 of those 39-inch cuts going back and forth. Now remember, this is 48 inches long. My smokehouse is 39. So I'm going to have a 6-inch overhang on the front. So I want to make sure I put that last cross piece right about here. And I'm going to have a 3-inch overhang on the back. Okay, now what I'm going to do is check diagonals here, make sure this is square. Then I'll start placing in my cross pieces. .61 and 5/8, or 61 and 11/16. 61 and 11/16. Uh, 61 and 13/16. So I'm 1/8 off. So this side is bigger. This diagonal here is longer. So I'm going to have to squish this way. .61 and a little less than 3/4. And 61 and a little less than 3/4. Perfect. Okay, so we have square. Now I'm going to go ahead and place these in like this. All right, we're going to go ahead and center our next cross piece. So this is 48 inches. We're going to center at 24. And I got to go at 2.5, 1 1/4 on each side of that. I'll go ahead and do the other side. Got a bow in this top board here. There we go. So I'm gonna pick the top here. I'm gonna pick that as the back of the roof. So I'm gonna center another cross piece there. And I don't wanna center another one on the front because, or the overhang is gonna be 6 inches back. So I'm gonna measure 6 inches back, then center it. I'm on the line over here. That's all that mattered. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put filler blocks in here, and that'll take care of the framing for the top of the smokehouse. Then I just have to go ahead and build my 3 little trusses. We're gonna have 3 cross members that we can hang food from. Now I'm gonna pick this out of the way and go ahead and get started on the little trusses. Now we're gonna lay out our trusses for the roof. So what I've taken is one of these 39-inch pieces from over here, laid it down here, put some index marks on the floor in case it moves, found the center of it, extended the center up with a square like this. Cut 2 45-degree angles on the ends of my 2x4s, the rafter part of the trusses. Place them on like this, right to the end. Place that one in like that. Make sure the centers are lined up. Here's the center. If we look straight down, it's right there. Okay, everything's lined up good. And you can see that goes right there. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to mark that right there and cut that off square. And I can move that, put this back in, see how that fits. Bring that down. And it looks like I need to cut it off just a little bit more. I'm gonna go shave that off there so it's lined up a little better right here in the center. There we go, that looks a lot better. So it's basically, these are 45s, that's a 90 up here. 90-degree angle here, a 45 here, and a 45 there. Because we all know a triangle has 180 degrees if you add up the inner angles. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut 2 more sets of those out just like that. Okay, I have my stop set up over here to the length. I just got to place these in and cut the angle. All right, we got one of our little trusses built here, or being started to be built. I'm going to check from point to point. I need 39 inches. Let's see what we have. A little bit less than 39, so I'm going to stretch that out a little bit. Then I'm going to build my other 2 right on top of that one. All I've done here is butt these right up against each other. I'll give you the measurements. The long one is 27 1/4 with a 45-degree angle. The short one is 25 inches with a 45-degree angle. And they're just butt jointed up here for now. Okay, let's lay another pair on top. Like that. Like that. Go ahead and screw them together. I'm just using 4-inch screws through the 2x3 into the butt end of the other one. They're going to get strengthened a little bit with a cross brace. And place the last one on there. I have my floor of the roof here on the cement here. Got my little trusses placed on. I'm placing it flush here. I'm going to go ahead and attach these right here with a 4-inch screw just to hold them into place. Then I'm going to cut some cross brace 2x3s and place them across here. Yep. All right, we bought our roofing assembly outside here. I'm just gonna go ahead and put some cross braces in here. So I'm gonna measure down nine inches from the peaks. Place that on, trace the backs. Okay, we got our trace marks back here. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut those. The bracing's in. Next step, I'm going to go ahead and flip this thing over. Now you got to remember, this is the front here because I spaced this extra because I have an overhang here. So I'm going to have 3 hanger boards here to hang food on. So this is the front. It's the one with the wider gap from here to here. Okay, I'm going to go back here. I'm going to overhang this 6 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and cut a board 6 inches wide, 39 inches long, and place it in here for my overhang. Since I'm using some scrap shiplap here, I'm going to cut my laps off. I'm going to cut this one off, then I'll set this to my width. Okay, since my smokehouse is 39 inches square, I'm going to make sure I have probably a 1/4 inch to play with back here. I'm out to 42. So I'm going to go, instead of going 3 inches and making this tight, I'm going to make it 2 3/4 so I make sure I can fit this over the top where I need to. So I'm going to cut a strip down 2 3/4 over on the table saw. And it'll be 39 inches long, just like the other piece. And we'll put that one on just like we put the front on. I'm ready to sheathe the front now. Okay, I found my sheathing material for the front and the back. I've taken some old pallets apart. We got lots of them over here. And I'm going to take a piece, I'll start in the center. Place it in the center. Square it up to the bottom. Mark it on the back. Cut it out, place it in, then I'll go right down this edge with other pieces. Okay, got the first piece squared up. Mark the back, cut it out, place that one in, and that'll get me started for the rest. Gotta chunk those corners in now. Then I'll swing around and start doing the back of the roof. That's pretty nice. Rustic. That's what look I'm looking for on the outside of this. The back side's done. I'm just putting a stretcher in here now to make sure, just making sure the peak distance here is the same as the bottom of the roof assembly here. And it's 49 inches on the bottom. Right now it's 49 on the top. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put a couple staples in there.